The rusted 3-6 Atlanta Falcons are on the road this week in New Orleans to take on the 7-2 Saints, who may have an MVP candidate to offer up, not named Drew Brees.
Jumping towards the goal line and in for the touchdown.
Alvin Kamara scored 3 times last week, 2 of them along the ground.
Kamara pounds ahead for the touchdown.
But aside from those 2 runs, he didn't do as much damage as a ball carrier as he did as a receiver, which is what makes his game so special.
Oh, Brees picks it up after dropping it, flings it out to Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Kamara has been the Saints' top receiver this year, no matter if Michael Thomas is on the field or not. Kamara is on pace for 120-plus receptions this season, 1,000 receiving yards, giving him a shot to hit quadruple digits on the ground and through the air.
Dumps it off for Kamara with some green grass in front of him.
He fueled the Saints' passing attack last week with 2 different QBs throwing to him, too. Drew Brees leaving the game at halftime with an injured rib.
Brees not feeling 100%. So Winston takes over.
Doesn't matter who the Saints' signal caller is versus the Falcons. It's looking like it could very well be Jameis Winston. For what it's worth, he was 6 for 10 for 63 yards in relief, no TDs, no picks, but he did take 2 sacks in his limited snaps.
Under pressure, finally brought down back behind the 10.
No matter who is throwing it, though, they'll be doing it against a D that hasn't defended the pass well.
Got it complete to the end zone. Touchdown, Judy.
It's been well documented that Atlanta's secondary has been decimated by injuries, and that in turn has translated to some very poor numbers against passing attacks.
Blocked under pressure again, and he's got a man wide open.
But the Falcons do at least have the ability to keep up, because their own passing offense has put up the 2nd most passing yards per game in the league.
Has a man ahead of the defender. It is caught in the end zone for the touchdown.
Matt Ryan has thrown for 15 TDs, only 5 interceptions, his rating for the year an even 99.
Ryan coming this side of the field, and the catch is made for the touchdown by Brandon Powell.
The Falcons are especially dangerous when they have both their star wideouts available, Calvin Ridley on pace for a career year.
Way to play ball! Way to play ball!
And Julio Jones, of course, who keeps on putting up stats no matter how many double teams he faces.
Julio Jones makes the catch.
How well does the Saints secondary stack up against those 2? New Orleans' pass defense is one you'd call on the rise. Their season numbers aren't anything special still, but they're on a 3-game run now that's seen them handle the opposing QB just fine, thank you.
That's batted down. Excellent job by Trey Hendrickson.
And forget trying to run it on them. Under 3.5 a carry allowed, holding teams under 80 yards rushing per game.
Not much there. Maybe a yard on the play.
The Falcons have tried to be more balanced. Todd Gurley is near the top of the rushing yards list, but his yards per carry is just 3.7, so it's been a bit of a volume play.
Going to the end zone, Todd Gurley gets the touchdown.
Atlanta split with the Saints last year, and they beat them in New Orleans when no one thought they could, so why not pull that off again? But we're getting close to the season of the Who's, and they didn't let any Grinches get in their way in the end. I'm sorry, Thanksgiving, Dr. Seuss just didn't write any good Turkey Day stories for the Who's. You want to try and write one? Throw it in the comments section with your predictions. Make it rhyme and you'll get a few extra thumbs up, I'm sure. Let me try. The Falcons are red, the Saints are not. We have predictions for you now, so I will stop talking. Dang it.
In the first quarter, so you've already stolen 2 possessions in this game so far from New Orleans.
Harris had the muff punt. He is back out there to return and running with some purpose. And running with speed. And running with a cut all the way down inside the San Francisco 30-yard line.
Up Montana and Rice.
Ryan, this side of the field, and what a catch inside the 15-yard line made by Christian Blake.